Hey everyone, welcome to day 3 of the 3-part meditation series. I'm McIvor of the Healer Spot Energetic Connections here in Davidson. So I just wanted to thank you guys for sharing this little journey. And so on day 1 we talked about meditating to release any lower energies, and then on day 2 we talked about meditating to manifest the life that you desire. So I just wanted to touch a little bit more on that before we get into day 3. Which is meditating to tap into your inner guidance and receive messages from your spirit team. So the thing to remember when you're meditating to manifest the life you desire, it's all about not trying to control the outcome of it. So, you put it out to the universe. This is what I want. I want to be happy with me. I want this, I want that, I want that. And pull that energy in and then just allow for it to show up in the way it needs to. A lot of times we try to manifest, and I know I've done this, and then you're like, well, this is crap. This isn't working. Why isn't it working? Well, sometimes things show up differently than we expect them to. So we manifest something, but then we're still trying to control. Well, this should happen, and that should happen, and that should happen. Well, isn't that already what you've kind of been doing and getting nowhere with? So it's all about trusting in your spirit team, trusting in the universe. This is what I want, and now allow it to show up. And so when you're meditating to manifest and things start happening in your life, ask yourself, is this what I've been asking for showing up in a different way than I expected? Because when we expect and we project things to happen, we just shut it down and say, well, this isn't what I asked for. But what if you were willing to do the things that don't seem to be the things that would actually outcreate the thing? Because we don't always know what we need. So meditating is so good because, we're shutting down from all those external things and other people's points of views and projections on, well, this is the way you should do it and that. Like, nobody knows more of what we need than ourselves. We know what we want. We know the things that we need to make us happy. But we also don't always know the way to make that happen, and sometimes we just can't see the bigger picture. So that's why we have to really trust that the things that are coming our way are actually what we've been manifesting, but to stop trying to control the situation. So it's all about going with the flow of life. So do you find that you're actually one of those people that's holding on to that rope and swimming against the current and wondering why you keep creating poop in your life over and over again? And it can be really scary to let go of that rope, but if you ask spirit and you ask the universe, this is what I want, you just have to trust and let go of control. So I'm here to encourage you to let go of that rope, because how's it going? How's it going swimming against the current? Just let go of that rope and trust. And I know it can be really scary. I mean, I go through the same thing all the time. But again, it's like, sometimes we don't know exactly what's best for us. So just ask for what you want and then follow the energy trail to get there. We don't have all the steps. And that's why this meditation today, the way we're going to do it today, can be really helpful to get the steps that you need. So, but again, before we get into that, I wanted to talk about one other thing. So there's a ton of ways to meditate. We're just talking about 3 ways. And when I've been talking about it, we've been talking about, close your eyes and get in a comfy place. But there's so many more ways to meditate than even that. Going for a walk in nature is a form of meditation. And again, you can pull in that energy of the life you'd like to live as you're walking. And then you're getting that extra energy from the earth. So you can meditate by walking. You can meditate while you're doing the dishes, while you're cleaning the house. You can meditate with your eyes open. You can meditate with your eyes closed. Like, we're all different, and we all function in different ways and learn in different ways. So meditation is just the same. you know, practice all the different ways. And if something isn't working, please don't give up. And also look at when things don't seem to be, ask yourself, is this what I've been asking for, showing up in a different way? And am I still holding on to that rope of control? So I just wanted to quickly touch on a couple of those things. Okay, so today we're going to talk about diving in deep. And so we've put the energy out there. This is what I want, universe. Okay, so now what are the steps that I need to take? So again, we all learn in different ways. And I'll tell you, when I first started meditating, I was really trying to focus on seeing the answers, like being clairvoyant. And I'd say every day, I'm profoundly clairvoyant. I'm profoundly clairvoyant. And I'd go into my meditation and I would just focus on that, trying to see, and it wouldn't work. So I'd get frustrated. So we all have different things that we're good at. Some people can see things, some people feel things, some people hear messages. So to try and understand, we're going to do a quick little exercise so that you can start to be aware of what best works for you to receive guidance from yourself, your inner self, and from your spirit team. So if you want, you can close your eyes and just take a nice deep breath and imagine that you are in your living room, in your house. And I want you to just become aware of everything in your living room. So look at the floor. What kind of flooring is it? What color is it? Look at your walls. Is there anything on your walls? And I want you to just go from item to item in your room and just be aware of all the different things in the room. And now as you're doing this, ask yourself how it is that you are seeing these things in your room. Are you actually seeing the different items in your room? Is the picture clear in your mind? Is it kind of fuzzy? Are you just having a conversation with yourself? Well, this is here, and that's there, and my TV's over there, and the chair that I sit in is over there. So you're just having a conversation with yourself? Or are you kind of combining, you are kind of seeing it and you're also having a conversation in your head? Do you hear anything? Can you hear that clock ticking? Can you hear any other sounds? And so just go through all your senses. Can you feel your feet energetically touching that soft carpet? Do you just have an inner knowing? You just have an inner knowing. I know that this is here because I know it's here. So just be aware of how you are perceiving your room. And then go into your meditation practice when you're looking for receiving guidance. Go into that meditation practice focusing on the skill you're good at. So like I said, in the beginning, I was always like, I want to see, and I'm not seeing. So then it's like, okay, Kara, what are you good at? Okay, well, I'm very good at feeling energy. I can feel the different energies. And 2, like when I'm doing a Reiki session on someone, lots of times I won't hear information, but all of a sudden a thought will just pop into my mind. And it's like, wow, like I shouldn't know that. So I just have an inner knowing. Okay, well, instead of trying to do something that's not working, why don't you go into your meditation practice and feel for the answers and listen to that inner knowing? And I was like, holy man, yeah, that works way better. And then once I started doing that, then and stopped focusing on seeing things, then I would start seeing things. So go into your meditation practice, really just focusing on what you're good at. So another thing that I would try to do was like, okay, I've pulled in this energy, this is what I want, and now, and then I'd go into meditation practice and just be like, hey, give me guidance. Well, and it wasn't specific, I'm just, give me guidance. And then I'd be frustrated because nothing really came to me. So another thing I've learned that works for me, and maybe it won't work for you, maybe you can just ask for that, but I found that when I ask a really specific question, that's when I start receiving information. So, you can say like a question, okay, what is the next step I need to take to make this certain thing come into fruition in my life? And then focus on that. Focus on looking for that answer. So if you guys want, you can just think of a question you'd like to know. And if you want, you can write it down and try to be as specific as possible. And then I want you to just take a nice deep breath, close your eyes if you like, just make sure you're comfortable, and invite in any spirit team. Like if you work with a spirit team, great, you can call upon them. Or if you don't work with anyone in particular, you can just say, I ask that all positive enlightened guides and angels who can help me receive the information I need, be with me now. And so I always like to call on my team. And then, okay, so here's the thing. I used to always, when I was looking for answers, I would try to like just go within my head. But we are so much more than our physical bodies. We are infinite beings with infinite possibilities. And if we're just trying to look in this one little place, that's what I used to do. And I'm like, okay, well, this doesn't work. And then it kind of hit me. I'm like, okay, I'm an infinite being. Okay, I can expand my consciousness beyond my physical body. So why don't I go out of my body and look for more information? And so I'm teaching a Sacred Grids workshop on April 20th here, and I have to tell you that a lot of the information that I received on how to teach that class has come from within and has come from meditating, and it's so exciting because it's like, I shouldn't know this information. How do I know this information? And that's why I want to really share this meditation technique, because we have so much knowledge within us. We have access to so much more knowledge than we can even wrap our heads around. So we're going to do this. So I keep getting it kind of off kilter, but let's start again. And okay, we're just going to start again. So think of your question you want to ask, of something you want to know. Be as specific as you can. And close your eyes and call upon any positive and enlightened guides and angels that can help you receive this information. And now I want you to be aware of your body. And now I want you to expand your consciousness beyond your physical body. And you can see like that wall of lies that you've created. And I want you to just push past all those barriers, that false reality, and just extend your consciousness out past that. And now push 100 million miles out past the Earth's atmosphere, out into all the planets and all the cosmos. And just keep expanding your energy field. And once you think that you've pushed as far out as you possibly can, I want you to push another 100 million miles beyond that. Now, however you want, I want you to get out of your physical body and go wander around in your consciousness. If you want to just go for a walk, you can do that. If you want to fly around, you can do that. If you feel like going for a swim through your consciousness, whatever works for you. There's no limits to this. So whatever that looks for you, I want you to just wander out into your consciousness, and I want you to just be willing to find the first answer that comes to you. It might come, you might see an animal, you might get a number, you might see a color. If any of these things happen after this meditation process, go Google it and, spirit meaning of, say you see a dove, spirit meaning of a dove, there's going to be information for you. Or the spiritual meaning, oh, I got this number 112. Okay, go Google the meaning of that. So we always have these ways of deciphering the messages we're getting. So just wander around until you find something, some clue, and it doesn't have to make sense. So I'll just give you a couple minutes to wander around. And just remember to use that sense to find your clues. If you need to feel your way through your conscious mind, or if it's an inner knowing you're good at, do that. Or if you are clairvoyant, just look for the answer. Whatever that looks like for you, focus on that skill to find the answer you need. And now, once you have that answer, I should have told you this before, but I forgot. I have to tell you the importance of journaling. Have a journal and a pen handy with you. And so, go and do this practice on your own. It'll be a lot easier. But when you find your answer, I want you to just thank Spirit and then feel yourself grounding. Again, you can feel those roots growing down the bottom of your feet, wrapping all the way around the earth's core. Feeling grounded, feeling centered, feeling confident in any information that you've received, feeling gratitude. And now journal it, whatever it is. It can be something simple, it can be something elaborate. And a lot of times, once you start journaling about your experience, then more information starts to come through. So I've been getting the message for years and years and years, journal, 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 and I'm like, yeah, whatever. But a lot of times when we're meditating, because we're in this meditative state, we think we're going to remember everything, but we don't always remember everything. And not only that, but sometimes you come out of it, and like I was talking about in the last video, you have this amazing experience, and then the next day you wake up and you're full of doubt because your body has been programmed over and over and over again to respond in a certain way. So that's why it's so good to journal stuff, because it makes it more real. It's like, okay, no, I'm reading this. This did happen. I didn't make that up. And a lot of times we feel like we're crazy. It's like, wow, like, how did I know that information? Like, where did that come from? And if you don't write it down, it's so easy to just dismiss it like you just made it up. So please, 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 if you get anything out of this, journal it, even if it's like one word or one sentence or whatever it is. And a lot of times we receive information and it doesn't make any sense to us, but it might not be meant for us right now. It might be meant for us in the future. So you can do this with dreaming too. And so a week or so ago, I found an old dream journal of mine, and I remembered that dream. And when I woke up from that dream, it was so vivid in my mind for so long that I'm like, okay, like I have to write this down because I can't stop thinking about it. And it didn't make sense to me in the time. So enter a year or two later, I can't remember what it was, I found this journal entry and I'm like, oh my gosh, this makes sense to me now. And it applied to my life now. And it gave me information. It gave me confirmation that the road that I'm on right now is indeed the correct road. So please journal these things. And even if they don't make sense, they can help you out in the future. So I'm hoping I got everything in here that I wanted. Um, so again, go into your meditation practice, do what feels right for you. We have so many tools to help us get to the places we want to be. And one of the biggest ways that's been working for me is manifesting using crystal grids and meditating with these crystal grids, because crystals are light tools, they're energetic beings, and they can amp up our intentions and they can help guide us and they can help release these fears that we have and help us to believe in ourselves. And so there's so many different ways to meditate with crystal grids as well. So I'm going to be teaching a Sacred Grids workshop on April 20th. It's from 9 till noon. It's going to be amazing. It really is. It's just, again, like I said, we're never alone in this world. There's so many tools available to us to manifest the life that we want. And if you are serious about wanting to create change in your life and you're uncertain of how to go about that, I would really recommend you coming and taking the Sacred Grid workshop with me. There's so many different tools to help you learn to manifest what it is you desire. And it doesn't just have to be with sitting and meditating. Like there's I don't even know how to explain it right now. There's so much available to us to live the life that we truly desire. And also, if you are interested in learning more about meditating or want to hang out with like-minded people and, talk more about this kind of stuff, my sister Krista and I are gonna be, it's not gonna be like a weekly thing, but we're gonna, on April 24th at 7 o'clock at night here at the Healer Spot, we're gonna have a meditation night from 7 to 8, and we'll be doing, this energy pulls, and we'll be talking about ways to manifest and ways to meditate. So if you're interested in that, check out the Healer Spot Facebook page, or she's Krista Alexander. She's at Happily Human Be Your Assertive You. You can check out her Facebook page. We'll probably both have that advertised. Again, that's April 24th at 7 p.m. here at the Healer Spot. You can bring your own little meditation cushion, wear some comfy clothes, bring a journal, bring a pen, and I feel like I have so much more to say, but I don't want to take up any more of your time. So again, thank you so much. If you ever have any questions, please feel free to contact me. And if you're doing this manifesting and your body is like, freaking out, please come get a healing session from me. I do Reiki, I do access bars, I do crystal healings, I do tuning fork sessions, which is sound therapy. And my sister Krista is also doing aromatherapy massages out of the Healer Spot here now. They are amazing. They are luxurious. Your body will be so grateful for you. So these different energy healings are just a great way to help your body catch up to your mind as your mind is like creating this map to the future. Please remember to keep balance between mind, body, and spirit. So thank you very much for partaking this with me. I hope that this has helped you to see that it is not a selfish thing to take care of you. In fact, it is the complete opposite. Please fill your vessel first, and then you can go help others. And remember, do the things you need to do for you, not what anybody else thinks, because only you know what's best for you. But then also remember that sometimes we don't always know what's best for us either. So trust the things that come your way when you're practicing this meditating and trying to manifest the life that you desire. So thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful day and happy meditating. Bye.